Hello, my name's Logan Bell, and my most positive work experience would definitely be from back when I worked with Lowe's Home Improvement. And so at the time, I was working as like a cashier, like sales associate person. And anyway, and I was helping this one customer, and she was so beyond sweet. And I was helping her with several of her items that had been, for whatever reason, the price tags just weren't on them. And so, like, I called it into the departments, and like, I got several associates over to help us out with different stuff. And basically, eventually, we got her markdowns and all of her deals. And it was around Halloween time, so I gave her daughter a sucker because we had these like bins of candy for the customers, which was, I don't know, kind of a cool thing. But anyway, apparently later on she had like talked to my manager or something because my manager came over to me and she was like Logan, I need to have a conversation with you. And I was like, oh no, did I do something wrong? And she's like no, that customer that you helped, I'm trying to remember her name, but anyways, she basically said that the customer that I had helped had basically been talking her ear off about me, and that she was like that apparently like my positive attitude had like really reflected good on the company, and that had been like the highlight of the lady's day. And yeah, and so that made me feel really good, and like so that was probably one of my highlights of working there. Cause especially because I made cashier of the month. I think I saw it like a couple days later, like I saw it on the board, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that was one of my most positive experiences. And then I also wanted to talk about my idea of like my concept of work and like the importance of that to me. And so like one of the big factors of that to me is like I think it's really important to be like a committed worker and a dedicated worker. And like for instance in my college career, like I've noticed that it's not the students or the people that tend to like just be naturally smart and just naturally like get concepts like that, who tend to be the only ones who do really well. And because like and in some subjects I'm not like that, and like I don't immediately get a concept. But it's what's really important is to just keep working at it and just keep achieving and keep just putting in the time and the effort, like no matter what, no matter like how many times you fail before, just keep on putting in the effort, and eventually you will get there. And so I just like that's what I tend to do, is I just tend to like just keep applying myself until I get to where I need to be. And so that's definitely like a big thing to me. Like I feel like that's really important to like the concept of work, and like what I feel like a good worker, or just a good person in general. Like if you're really committing yourself, you're gonna achieve what you want in life. And then also another thing is putting others first. Like that's very important to me, because like if you're more self focused, like it tends to actually take away from your career, in my opinion, instead of adding to it. And like I guess one example of this is another example from Lowe's. I used to also work in their garden center, and I had tons and tons of odd jobs, but like I was really supposed to be watering the plants, but customers would constantly be pulling me aside for stuff. And like it's really important to like focus on the customer and focus on others, and make sure that you're basically like giving them what they need and helping them as much as you can. And so I like obviously like I helped the customer, and like some of these odd jobs were like a little bit random. Like I remember one time I saved a baby bird because there was a customer, and she was all freaked out. She was like, oh no, this little guy, like he's stuck between two carts, like we have to get him out, like I can't pry the carts apart. And so yeah, so I ended up going over and separating the carts, and I put on my like work gloves, and I got the little guy free, a little fluffy ball, and like he flew up into the air, and he was so cute. And she was so thankful. She was like, thank you so much, I was so worried. But just like basically, yeah, like my those are like my two big things about like being a good worker, is like having a really good sense of commitment, and like being really committed to your job, and then also like being committed to other people and making sure that you're doing what you can to contribute to helping other people's lives. But yeah, that's my positive experience and what I think of the concept of work. Thank you.